Hello YouTube, welcome back and to another episode of Windows Upgrade. I'm Silver Corrector from Goodway Document Service. Um, this video is going to be about if you're not able to connect it to your internet with after installing Windows 10. Now, necessarily, you may not even have this issue, but I did. But there's actually a story behind it. Um, when I was downloading Windows 10, the power went out like a couple times, and so that means the router went out, and then I didn't have internet connection. What happened was a lot of stuff was not turning around, and my wireless connector was not hooking, well, my Wi-Fi wasn't hooking up to the router. The router was on, however, my LAN was off. So the first thing when your power is, like you're not getting an internet connection, either through Wi-Fi or from your Ethernet port, first things first, you want to shut down your computer. And I don't mean go to start and then go to power and then go to restart. No, you don't want to restart. You want to go to shutdown. The reason why is because when you restart, some parts of the computer actually don't fully shut down. It's only the hard drive and the processor that really restarts. Sometimes it's not even either of them. It's just the power cord just shutting off, well, loading down and then booting back up. I think that was mostly my issue. I did not fully turn off my computer to give my LAN a rest, like to shut it off completely. But after you shut down, uh, you want to wait about 10 seconds to 60 seconds before you want to turn it back on. Just so you know that it was fully shut down, all the lights were off, and then you're ready to go. Once you boot up and your internet signal, either for with your port or for Wi-Fi, is all good and dandy, then you don't really need the rest of this video, uh, since you would be all set. However, if you are still finding some difficulties of seeing your Wi-Fi um, or your Ethernet, the internet connection being disabled or disconnected, um, there is actually a few things you want to do. Uh, Now, this also goes for if for some reason your driver, your LAN or your Ethernet input was not fully installed, or you were updating something and then of those two components, and some reason your computer shut down and fried it all, and then you got to put in a new driver. Well, I'll teach you how to reinstall the latest driver. And it's pretty simple. What you have to do is with Windows 10, you're going to go to your start icon, and you're not going left click, but you are going right click once. And you should have this. You know how you left click, you have this whole thing? We're not dealing with that today. We're going to go right click, and then we are going to go up to Device Manager. It's right between System and Network Connections. Device Manager, and then you have this whole thing. of all your instruments that are running within your computer. The um, net the well, it's labeled as network adapters, but your Wi-Fi, your Ethernet port, um, whatever it is, will be within network adapters. Now, to know exactly what you're hooking up, it's good to know what you had installed in your computer, or just know exactly what is running um, when it comes to Wi-Fi. If it's the Ethernet, it'll come up as Ethernet port 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, so on and so forth, or it'll have another crazy name. If I'm working off my laptop, but if you have a desktop and you have a card in, a card that is a LAN, um, Wi-Fi LAN, then you want to make sure you dig up that box or find the title on the card and make sure that you're going, you're doing the right network adapter. In my case, I have the Intel Centrino Wireless N2230. So what you have to do, and this goes with anything with like if you have to reset like some weird issue with a device that is hooked to USB. This works same way, but let me go over what you need to do. Go to your wireless connector or your Ethernet connector. You right click. You want to make sure that it's enabled. If it says disabled, leave it alone. Then that means half of the battle is done. Next, what you want to do is go to Update Driver Software. Now, since you don't have internet connection, haha, I know. How are you watching this video? Well, hopefully you're watching it on your phone or another computer that has internet connection. That's basically how I had to figure all of this out. But without internet, you're not able to search automatically for update driver software because it uses the website or your web browser. So you're not able to search it. What you will do is you will go to browse my computer for driver software. Okay, now there's actually two choices. Now, both of these is just internal searches within your computer. This one is for when, right here, for the browse part, is if you know where the program is or that the program does not identify the software. In our case, what we're going through, we don't have to worry about that because 9 out of 10, no, 99 out of 100, your computer will know exactly where to go unless it's not a factory setup, meaning the part did not come with the computer. Um, or if you're in like the gaming or in that stuff, uh, the emulator will not be set up. Hold on 1 second. Alright, so what you'll have to do is don't go to the browse one. Instead, let me pick from a list of device drivers on my computer. Click that. Then, the next thing. Already I have 1, 2, 3, 4 drivers that have been on here before. Now the trick with this is you want to pick the one that was working the last. When was the last time your internet was working perfectly? Ignore that. Um, so I could either pick, because all 4 of them was the best time that it was working perfectly. March 2012 was the day I get, well, not the day I got, yeah, the day I got my computer, this computer, and loaded it all up. 4/30, 2015, that was this year. I know that my internet was working, so I could just click on this and go to next. However, I've already installed all my drivers and it's all working fine, as you can see. But all you have to do is click on it, and then you just need to go to next. It'll take you a while. It will probably take all night to do it, and then hopefully it will say all completed. If it doesn't, that's not a big deal. What you could do is try exiting out of it and shutting down. Well, no. You don't want to do that because it'll make your computer unstable. Make sure the installment goes through 100%. You don't want to X out. Sorry, scratch that. If you have a CD that goes with your Ethernet, or well, in this point or this part, your Wi-Fi, you just have to click Have Disk and make sure you go into the drive that it's being used, and usually that's in your recovery. It can be on a DVD, a flash drive, Bluetooth, from another computer, a network, anything like that. That's where you can find the stuff. As well, the device that you're trying to put back onto your computer. But yeah, you gotta make sure that it is on there for in order to even start. So hopefully this helpful tip will help you solve your computer issues. And I guess this really works well with Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 8.1 Pro, and Windows 10. So feel free to subscribe and like this video, comment and share, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Thank you for watching.